Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That's good.
12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Derek Rivers with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Tyrone Crawford.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Good go.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was a loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's got Cameron. But he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson now off the bootleg. Eluding the press, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Hooked on by Mike Hughes. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. For the left side, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. We're at the 41, 2nd and 9. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And the Raven 1st down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll run with Dobbins. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Vikings 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. But he lost 6 there on the first down play. Second and long. Rolling to his left. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Patterson. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Second and 9 from the 44.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
Back to throw.
At the 44-yard line.
Steps away to his left. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On third down, it's Patterson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Patterson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 15. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Back to throw here. Looking deep downfield. took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
But how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
On third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down, as the Ravens push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go,
coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 23.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
From the 41, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to go up top again. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And they're going to come in empty here on 4th down. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st down, Baltimore.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Goal at the 10-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that will be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Ravens 28, Vikings 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Steps away. Here as he's taken down. Patrick Queen, what persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football, and they set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards on the play. And a Raven first down.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back to throw now on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Quarterback sacked.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. They did take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Jackson stepping up. He'll try and run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a game.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half.
He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
2nd down.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Jackson options out left. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Patterson on the carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
6 on the carry.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Forced out to his left. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Pro Marcus Peters. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson off the bootleg.
They're going deep downfield.
And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Just looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 20.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Well, a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Room to run past midfield. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Steps away to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Taylor dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Jackson's going to throw it. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harry Hooker. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early.